Hey guys, it's Kristen here with Find Your Balance Dog Training. So as you know, Duke and I have been working on his calm mindset, teaching him better ways to deal with situations that formerly made him very anxious in the past, and just to be an all-round mentally healthier dog who's not succumbing to his anxious tendencies. So in this video, we're doing a normal day-to-day chore. We're doing some vacuuming. So the noise of the vacuum cleaner is something that would have really triggered Duke in the past, and some of the ways that I've helped him learn how to cope with this type of thing is by using our structure. So I'm having Duke hold the place command, and you can kind of see as soon as I got the vacuum cleaner out, he started to get a little bit anxious here. So he's panting, he's looking away from the vacuum cleaner, and he is not really happy about the fact that I'm going to be making this loud noise. But this is one of those day-to-day things that we do on our homes, and it's really important that we do it in such a way that we're not allowing Duke to continue to feed his anxiety. So before training, he'd be running around, he'd be whining, he'd be howling, he'd be ducking, he'd be hiding, he'd be like really sketchy about the sounds. So we're not letting him do that stuff. Allowing the dog to do that really enables his anxiety to take over and it to become like this real deep-rooted monster of a behavior. But what I'm doing instead is having him hold his place command while I do my vacuuming in the other half of the room. So the other side of this is that we have to make sure that we're being fair to the dog at all times. So we're not doing things like parking him beside a running dishwasher, putting him right underneath like a beeping microwave. We're not going to be taking the vacuum cleaner anywhere near him, but we're making sure that we're being fair to him and not allowing this stuff to unfairly pressure him or get into his personal space, while also holding him accountable for his commands and the things that he's learned here in training. So, as I'm kind of cleaning and working around, we can see that Duke realizes, I'm not going to have this go right up to him or into his personal space, and he starts to calm down again. So he's obviously still quite aware of it, but he is working really, really hard to hold his command and do his job, which is just fantastic. So when I finished the first half of the room, you see I'm moving Duke over. I brought his little basket bed over there as well. He's wearing his long line, which I'm using as a back tie, so I'm just back tying it to the other doorknob here. The back tie is a really important piece. We need to make sure that we're always using our back ties so that should the dog break command, he can't get too far before we have the opportunity to correct that mistake and then reset him back on place. So with Duke secured in the other end of the room, then I go ahead, start the vacuum cleaner up, and I vacuum this half of the room. So we have a couple of other dogs here who don't care about the vacuum cleaner whatsoever. It doesn't bother them at all. In fact, I have to make sure that Abby moves for me so that I can vacuum around his place. But this type of thing affects dogs differently. So we have to make sure that we're being very fair to them and not doing anything that really unfairly triggers them, while we also hold them accountable for their best work, their best behavior. So this is excellent progress by Duke. He's a dog that he is never going to feel happy about things like the dishwasher running or the vacuum cleaner or going for a ride in the car, but he is absolutely capable of learning how to cope with these necessary, normal day-to-day activities in a much healthier way while also following his commands.